What's up, guys? It's Matt back again here. I wanted to do a video today on actually how to talk to physicians in the medical sales light. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new here, I coined this Becoming 1% because I want you to become 1% of the applicants in the medical sales pool. And then if you are returning, thanks for coming back. I know you guys, watch a good amount of my videos, those that are dedicated and, subscribed and watch these. So very much so appreciated. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I wanted to go over ways that you can sell to physicians so you don't get kicked out of the office. So timing is absolutely everything when you're selling to physicians. So for example, you go in there, it's a cold call, you're trying to see if the physician's in there to speak to for a little bit on the day. If you see clinic, which clinic essentially means the day that they see patients is very, very busy and, they're all filling up all the chairs and everything, probably not a good idea to try and talk to them. Try and find out a better time to come talk to them. Along with the timing is everything model. For example, if they just signed a contract with one of your competitor companies and whatnot, so they actually have that going for them, it might not be the best time to talk to them because they just, finalized the contract with them and the contract might be just started. So you might be better spent using your time elsewhere. So, sort of figuring out where the physician's at in the buying process is going to help you out greatly while you're trying to sell to them, just so you don't waste their time, you don't seem like a pest, and you also don't waste your time too, because you only have so many hours in the day to try and go sell to people. So, sales is a game of time management, because you don't want to be doing the things that are going to waste your time. So one of the things that I have also done or made it a point to do on the accounts that I service is make sure their staff are treated incredibly nicely, because the staff are a very, very important piece to this and they want to make sure that their staff is being taken care of. So, make sure that you're doing your part for the staff because they do work extremely hard. The physicians are going to take notice of that if you're making sure that their staff are well taken care of, and you're just going to be more than likely, able to walk back there in a practice rather than having to open a whole bunch of doors in order to get back there. And what I mean by opening doors is, just more steps in the process that you have to do. Because, if you're well liked in that facility, it's going to be much, much easier to gain access to the back to go talk to the docs. So the next thing is going to be telling them something that they don't know. A lot of the times, they're going to know way more than you do, but they might actually not know a certain thing about a product that you have that you might actually have more knowledge on than them. If they already know everything that you're already talking to them about, they're probably not going to want to book a meeting with you because there's really no point and it's kind of a waste of their time. So make sure that you're coming to them with something that they might not know each time. When you're doing your wording to physicians, emails, etc., make sure that there's some kind of selling point on there that might be something that they would be interested in hearing. Every product is different, but I'm sure on the product that you're selling to them, there is going to be some kind of competitive advantage over a competitor. Make sure you really exploit that and make sure that they know that. So the next thing that you definitely have to do is follow up because they are 100% going to forget about you. They might not forget about you over time if you've been a rep that's been around there for years and years and years. But eventually, in due time, they are going to forget about you because, they see reps day in and day out all the time. So make sure you're following up with them. Make sure you're coming back, maybe dropping them a nice handwritten note, thanking them for their time, doing good things for their staff, following up with them about patient care or follow-ups. Whatever it is that you do, just make sure that you can do enough things to get in front of them without being annoying. So, those are the things that they care about. So don't be too annoying with them. Try and get meetings all the time and take up their time, but just let them know that you're thinking about them and going above and beyond for their practice. And one thing that you got to do, and I've always made it a point to do, is talk about patient service, because this is ultimately what you're doing and the sole reason that you're there. Or in some capacity, it's going to be trying to help their patients. So anytime that you can provide exemplary service to their patients or go the above and beyond for them, that is going to get way higher remarks than a lot of any kind of clinical data that you could construe to them over the competitor. So if they know that their patients are happy, they're going to be happy as well. So if you're having trouble trying to get a competitor out from what they've been doing, what I would do is I would suggest to trial a couple patients or a couple cases or whatever you're doing, because a lot of the times, a surgeon will definitely not flip something completely to you because they've been doing something for so many years, for so long that, you have to earn their trust. essentially. So I know, your managers probably aren't going to want to hear that, but you have to give them a good experience in order for them to keep using you. So what I've always done is, trial like 1, 2, 3 patients, see how it goes. I'll follow up with them, make sure you have a good experience. So that is one thing I would recommend rather than trying to take all of the business at once. Obviously try and trial a few. But, if you can get all the business at once, by all means. But at least in what I do, that usually just doesn't happen. So last thing that you could do is either make them a KOL, so a key opinion leader for your product or your company, or try and get them out to conferences, sponsorships, do something to like help their practice as far as like a donation goes to a charitable cause. They like all this stuff, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed by them. So if you're able to do something like that to show that you're going the extra mile to care about their organization, their people, etc., that is going to be extremely beneficial to them. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully you watched it all the way to the end. Leave a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment for me if I can help in any way. So cheers.